In this assignment, you're going to write a file containing HTML on your computer, and you'll test it in the browser. After you do that, you will use an FTP, File Transfer Protocol, program to upload your file to a web server, where it will be available to anyone on the internet. Two of the most popular FTP programs are FileZilla and CyberDuck. In this video, we'll be using CyberDuck. Before continuing, please go to this URL and read the online notes for assignment 1 and then the assignment itself. This will give you the basic background you need to start writing HTML. In this video, we're going to go through assignment 1 for CIT 40. The first thing we're going to start doing is use Windows to set up your directories on your USB drive. So I've opened up my USB drive here, and I'm going to create a new folder called public_HTML. That's an underscore and not a blank. It's important to name things exactly for this assignment. Now I'm going to open that folder, and inside it I'm going to create two new folders. One called Images, which is where I'm going to put pictures that will go on my website, and another folder called Assignments, which is where the assignments are going to go. I'm naming everything in lowercase, and the reason I'm doing that is because in Windows it doesn't matter whether you capitalize a file name or not. However, in Linux, which is what my file server is using, it does make a difference. So by putting everything in lowercase, that makes it easy. We'll always know whether we've got it right or not. The next step will be to set up our files on the server. To do that, I need a file transfer program, and the one I'm using is CyberDuck. So I'm going to start it, and then I'm going to open a connection. This server I'm connecting to is citstudents.info. The username is the one that I gave you when you signed up for the course. So in my case it's web199. Use the one that I gave you and the password that you found on that piece of paper. And you may want to save the password and then connect. It's an unsecured connection. Continue, and if you would like, you can have that dialog not show again. You'll see that you already have a public HTML folder. So let's go into that folder, right click, and create a new folder called Images, again all lowercase, and then right click again anywhere in the open area, create a new folder called Assignments. The idea is that our Unix file system and our file system on the USB drive are going to be exact mirrors of one another. And I can go back up here and use this little arrow so that I can see my entire file structure quite nicely. All of this business with creating directories needs to be done only once. Now it's time to create a web page in Windows, and to do that I'm going to use the Notepad++ text editor. To save a little bit of time, I'm going to go to my web browser here, and I'm going to copy and paste this rather than typing it all. You can copy and paste also, but you will learn a lot more if you read the assignment online and you type it by hand. I'm going to take this and I'm going to save this as on my USB drive. In the public HTML assignments folder, I'm going to call this guy template.html. This is the template. It's an empty scaffolding for any web page that I would like to do. Now what I'm going to do is I'm going to change this where it says your name here to my name, and you change it to your name, and then you can put in today's date, and the day I'm doing this happens to be the 24th of August 2015. And let's save that again. Now what I'm going to do is I'm going to change the title to say Assignment 1, and then my name. Again, use your name, not mine. And inside the body, I'm going to say my first page. And then I can go to the File menu and save that as, I'm going to call that assignment1.html. I can test that out in the browser to see that that actually works. I can go to the File menu and open that file. So let's go to my removable disk, public HTML, assignments, and open assignment1.html. And sure enough, there it says my first page, and there is what I had in the title, assignment 1 and my name. Now let's go and modify that page. Instead of the words my first page, let's say this is assignment 1. And I'm going to save it. When I come back to the browser, nothing has happened because I haven't reloaded the page. If I reload the page, then I get the changes. That meowing that you're hearing in the background, by the way, possibly is my cat Jasper asking to be let in, so I'm going to pause the recording to let him in. Now that the file works, we have to upload it to the server. Let's go back to CyberDuck here and go into our assignments folder and click upload. And then we're going to choose the file that we want to upload by going to the removable disk, public HTML, assignments. It's very, very important that things match. I'm in the public HTML assignments folder on my USB drive, and I'm also in the public HTML assignments folder on the server. If those paths don't match, trouble will happen, so make sure that the paths match. I'm going to choose assignment1.html and upload it. I get a transfer dialog and everything's completed. It is now on the server. How can I check that it's on the server? Very easily. I go to my browser and I say go to citstudents.info tilde, that's that squiggly guy that's at the upper left of your keyboard, web, and then your username, and then assignments and assignment1.html. And sure enough, it shows up saying this is assignment 1. Now you may be wondering, wait a minute, inside the file system that I had here, it was inside the public HTML assignments. How come I didn't have to say public HTML when I put in my web URL? The answer is this tilde web199 business. That happens to be a nice little shortcut for home web199 public HTML. So tilde web199 puts you into your public HTML folder with a lot less typing. Now let's make one more change to our HTML file. Let's add another line. And then let's save that file. And if we come back here, notice it says file : /e. That means that's on our E drive, and we reload it, we get HTML rocks. If we go to the server and reload it, we don't see it. Why not? Because we haven't uploaded it again. No problem. We'll just go to CyberDuck, into our assignments folder. We're going to upload. Go back to our assignments folder, choose assignment 1 again. And it's going to say, wait a minute, it already exists. Do you want to overwrite it? Yes, we do. We'll continue. And now, when we come here and reload, we get the new uploaded version on the server.